Breaking news. Keep it
Breaking
going, man.
news.
Keep it going. Keep it going, dude. Breaking news. We got the brand new Marvel Legends coming in hot.
Start
Welcome
fleet.
back to another video, guys. I got my one of my favorite guests here, the Wolfpack toy review. Go subscribe, almost at 1,000. Big giveaway. Besides the point, though, we need to get to the news. There's brand new stuff that just dropped. Hasbro had one of their little events, and shit's already sold out. Even though they
Sold
just
out.
dropped it, like, even though they just dropped it,
Crazy.
like, very recent. And here we go. We got a re-release of Spider-Man 2099. Although this one is going to have more hands and it has a different paint job, but it's up for pre-order now. Just don't get it from Hasbro Pulse because it's sold out.
It took 20 minutes, a record-setting 20 minutes to sell out. So how many
20
did they have?
minutes.
How many did they have on hand? 9 of
I
them.
don't know. Probably, man. Who knows? But the only difference that, like I said, you have the original one. So if you want to show the people, let me put the big camera.
All right. So this is the one we got back in. I want to say it was
Yeah.
2015 with the Rhino wave, right?
Yeah, that's an old
Um,
figure.
Still, it's still the body mold that we've been getting with our Spider-Man up until the retro from last year, right? So it's still a serviceable body mold, and the new one is going to be the same exact body mold. So how much are we truly upgrading on it? I could see if you didn't have this figure. 2015 was a long time ago. So if you are a newer collector or for whatever reason missed out, this is a automatic smash. I could see why it sells out. Not everyone has this one.
Yeah, when I first started collecting, that figure was already hard to get when I first started collecting. It was already like a $50 to $60 figure, and I never pulled the trigger on it. And I still don't have it to this day. So I do like that they're re-releasing it because that's what they usually do when something goes up high on eBay or a secondary market.
Secondary markets, yeah.
Yeah, they re-release it. But I don't like the blue that they chose. I like the old blue on yours. Like it's much more in your face. Like even if you look at the card back on the figure, it's more like of a lighter kind of blue. And
Yeah,
and and yeah, go ahead.
almost a metallic purple.
Yeah, and you're missing the little the cape, no, or
It,
the
it,
web.
it it's it's around somewhere, but yeah, it's the exact same cape as well too.
Oh,
So
okay.
it is a shot for shot body mold. I was looking at the butterfly joints. The butterfly joints might be a little bit different, and if
Mm-hmm.
there's certain stills where the
Yeah.
trapezoids look a little ridiculous on the newer mold.
Mm-hmm.
This one, and a lot of people say that the waist kind of they kind of butterfly joint it at
Yeah.
the waist, but this is kind of a newer, or there's the newer one has a different body mold in the butterfly joint.
True. True. Uh, I don't know. It's a cool figure, and I probably am gonna get it, but I'm not super excited to like go pre-order it or whatever. I like the white 2099 suit because it has that better body mold, and I don't know, the white pops to me. It looks a lot cooler. Um,
Definitely, it's a good alternate suit.
yeah, yeah, and I got more pictures. Let's see right here. Here we go. It looks a little bit more blue in this shot because like they probably got like a flash on it or some lighting. But yeah, it's literally the same figure, just different paint apps and a new card. This body
Couple
mold
new
is really
hands.
old. Yeah, this is the pizza Spidey body mold. Look at how weird it looks when you twist the hip. His hip is like sticking out in the picture.
I,
but
I really did think that we were getting this same figure only in the retro Spider-Man body mold. It was
yeah,
almost inevitable. It was almost inevitable that it was coming.
yeah, I don't. It's not too exciting, but that's good for people that always wanted this figure. It's coming back out again. Still has pins. They didn't make no upgrades at all. It's the same thing, man.
Yeah.
And here we go with the new build a figure for the wave that's coming. It's an Age of Apocalypse Wave 2, and this is the build a figure, which is Colossus. And I've honestly never even seen a version of Colossus that looks like this, but holy crap, it looks crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Last year when we first, for most of us, we got introduced to this Age of Apocalypse wave, so kind of did our homework on it. And yeah, definitely, this was a figure that I wanted. We got Sugar Man, which I didn't mind. Sugar Man was a really good build figure. Probably
Yeah,
if it weren't for the Venom Deadpool, we're talking figure of the year on that Sugar Man. Some people still made it their figure of the year.
Yeah, I really like that Sugar Man as well, dude. Like it looks so it's actually scary looking. It looks
Yeah, no,
scary.
Sugar Man was so good that he sold that wave. That
Yeah,
AOA wave was crap. Outside of maybe one or two figures, maybe
yeah,
that wave was crap. But the build a figure was awesome. And with this one, it's they're still smashing it out with the build a figure. But
yeah,
we're gonna be getting into some other figures, and we'll get to talking about that one. But yeah,
yeah.
10 for 10, 10 for 10 for me on this Colossus build a figure.
Yeah, I really want it, and I don't. It doesn't. I don't even have the other Age of Apocalypse figures, so I just kind of just want this because it's a bath, and I have a lot of baths even right next to me. But
Yeah.
it looks crazy because I've never seen Colossus look like this, and it doesn't even look like Colossus to me. Actually, it looks like it could be like Colossus's like freaking nemesis or like maybe his brother or something. You know,
Hey,
like
yeah, no, definitely you can play around on your shelf and do whatever it is you want. I was checking out some of the back pieces that come with it, and it looks like they're reusing the Colossus arms from the 2-pack with Juggernaut. The legs look like they're the same, and then the chest piece and obviously the head are brand new molds. But
yeah.
I think they're adding a little bit from the knees down on this build a figure.
Yeah, I like how he looks like a ninja or something. He has the bandana going on and it's like flowing in the wind. He's like
Yeah,
Ninja Colossus.
alternate timeline in that AOA where
Yeah.
Professor X dies way back in the past. So yeah, whole different timeline from like Jim Lee or whatever, your mind's eye version of Colossus looks like. Definitely a good upgrade.
Yeah, and these are not even actual photos of the figures. These are digital renders. So none of this is like official stuff. It's a digital render, but the paint apps are probably not going to look exactly like this because I wish it would look like this, but it's probably going to be not be as shiny or as metallic as it is here. These are just digital renders. But let's see. Here's the backside to him. He looks pretty dope.
Back
The
shots.
the the boot pieces, I might it looks like in the bottom it might be like separate, so you could probably take them off.
Yeah.
Um, and here's the first figure in the wave, which is a Cyclops, and as you can probably tell, it's good old Bucky Cap.
Bucky Cat mold.
Good old
And
Bucky Cap.
and it doesn't even look like a good Bucky Cat mold. It's like this looks like the I almost think I'm looking at Mattel He-Man.
Yeah, kind of. He has a long hair. I like the head sculpt, and the armor looks cool. But since these are digital renders, I can almost guarantee the paint is not going to look like that. It looks nice and weathered and scratched, but it's probably going to look like a Happy Meal kind of plastic. It's not going to look probably like that at all.
And it'll be two-toned as well. The thighs will be one shade
Yeah,
of
yeah.
blue, and the caps will be another shade of blue.
Yeah, and I hate that Buck, but they always use it with Cyclops. He always gets Bucky Cap automatically. Doesn't matter which Cyclops it is, he
Yeah,
always gets Bucky Cap,
yeah,
man.
Bucky Cap.
Let's see if we could see some more pictures of him. Yeah, here's like a close-up shot. Um, I hope the armor looks like that, all scratched up and beat up. I think they were saying it's because he fights Wolverine or something.
Yeah,
That's why it
yeah.
looks all scratched up.
In this storyline, Cyclops is the reason why Wolverine has the one hand, and
Hmm.
Wolverine is the reason why Cyclops has the one eye.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So that's yeah,
his hair is covering it, man.
yeah. He did the little Leah thing. He's
Yeah,
giving me Axel Rose vibe with that long hair
yeah.
though.
It looks like he has like a little microphone too, like to talk.
Yeah, definitely. He's on stage right now.
Yeah.
He's performing.
Yeah. Like, yeah, he kind of does look like a performer, dude. Like he has a little, because you know when they sing, they have the
Yeah,
little mic
no,
piece.
definitely Google Axel Rose, and that's who that looks like.
Yeah, look at the artwork. It looks he has like the other eye there, but there's just no slit for the red.
Yeah, yep.
So it's kind of cool that they just covered it with his hair and the figure. But yeah, here's the box art. They even got the box art ready. Looks similar to the first wave box art where it has the apocalypse
Yeah,
face.
Apocalypse up on top.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I was all in on everything AOA last year, even the $30 deluxe AOA Apocalypse.
That's the only one that I still need to get that I want, but I did get the whole wave because I got Sugar Man. But I
Yeah,
think I sold off most of the figures because Like I said, it's not one of my. It's not a storyline that I really know.
Yeah,
But I
no,
really
definitely.
love collecting the Build-A-Figures or like crazy looking characters. So I had to have the Sugar Man. But the next one up in the wave is Iceman. And this one looks cool, but it's hard to kind of tell what's going on because since it's a digital render, like it looks a little see-through, but then white with white highlights, and you can see the joints and stuff. So who knows what it's gonna look like? I think this is this is the Spider-Man mold, if I'm not mistaken, the one that we're getting on
Well,
2099.
okay, we've actually gotten this one before. I think in 2016 with the
Mm-hmm.
Juggernaut build a
Yeah,
figure
I have that one.
Iceman. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm pretty sure we're gonna be getting that same mold, the same
yeah.
translucency, and
Mm-hmm.
then if you remember with that one, it was almost like a plate of ice
Yeah, it
that
was like
slid
a
into his
back
back.
piece. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
looks like they modified that one, and then the face is a
It's
little bit
different.
touched
Yeah.
up. Yeah,
He looks a lot like he looks like he has spiky hair
yeah,
with the
yeah, definitely.
icicles.
Almost like X-Men Evolution. If you ever caught that show, we got a more spiky, a more not so aerodynamic Iceman.
Yeah. He doesn't look like a nice Iceman either. He's probably bad in the comics.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm not
that
sure.
could be. Yeah,
Yeah, and
a lot of role reversals in Age of Apocalypse.
oh, okay. Yeah, and the hands, he has extra hands. Those look like Carnage's hands,
Yeah,
which are probably gonna
translucent.
look kind of weird on the Iceman. And then if you see the Build-A-Figure piece, he looks like he might come with alternate hands for the
Yeah.
Colossus.
Yep,
Yeah.
fisted hand, and gripping hand. Yeah, this is the one that was leading me towards. It's a reuse of the arms, at least, of the Colossus Juggernaut 2 pack.
Yeah, yeah. So at least Hasbro's giving us alternate hands. I probably would have preferred alternate heads, but at least they're including something extra.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and here's the back. You see the back. It looks like it's gonna be another piece that attaches right there to that back side of the
Yeah,
figure. But
but
yeah, it looks decent.
the only thing is it doesn't look like it's the same piece. Like they reuse that same piece
Oh
from
yeah,
the
it's a new.
original.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Here's a close up of his face. I feel like man, I wish a different company would do Iceman because I feel like Hasbro just can't nail him, man. Every single
The
one
the
they do, they can't nail it.
Yeah, the translucent is hard, but there are companies that do it. I'm thinking Storm right off the bat does some pretty good translucents.
Hmm.
Higher price point though. Maybe those $10 are worth it though. Maybe
Yeah.
we
Oh
don't know.
yeah. And here's the box art. Yeah, you see the box art. He has really spiky hair,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
shooting out icicles.
He might be a bad guy. He might be a bad guy in this
Yeah.
storyline. I don't know it off the back of my hand, but I know that they did a really good job in the comics of
Hmm.
getting rid of characters like the Avengers, like an Iron Man, like a Spider Man. They wrote it really good to where it's only the X-Men that need to take part in this storyline.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then next up, I think this is the third one in. We got Magneto from what he looks like in the storyline, and they're not the only company doing this. Magneto, Mafex is actually doing this one as well, but Hasbro's for sure gonna get theirs out faster because this is just a reuse of another Magneto, and they just probably did a new cape or like new little shoulder
The
pieces.
the
Um,
gauntlets. The gauntlets look a little different, and the cape, yeah,
okay,
definitely.
yeah, and like I said, the digital renders the head sculpts look really good, but we gotta wait to see the head product.
Yeah,
Um, I feel like they still need to redo Magneto from because he came in a 3-pack with his children,
yeah.
but even that one, I feel like it doesn't look like Magneto to me, man. Like I'm still waiting for like a good classic Magneto.
Yeah, he had the like kind of the curlier hair, like he did look like the one from the animated series, the Jim Lee era.
Hmm.
Um, I like this one. I like the alternate heads that they didn't
Yeah,
Hasbro didn't necessarily have to do that, but they gave us a helmeted and an unhelmeted,
yeah.
and by the looks of it, the his effects are a new mold. They're kind
Uh
of trying to get away from
oh,
that
okay.
skinnier.
Those look like the effects that came with Scarlet Witch, but I'm not sure. I don't
Yeah,
have that figure
yeah,
yet.
yeah.
And he comes with extra hands, so that's a plus.
Yep.
Let's see the backside of it. Yeah, the capes for Hasbro too. They look good, but they never sit right. And they don't really peg in the back correctly either. So it's gonna be all floppy probably. Yeah, I definitely like the. I don't know. I kind of like both looks. The unmasked and the helmeted look good.
Yeah, definitely was a plus that they threw in the alternate helmet. So they leave it up to you, pick and choose what kind of
Yeah,
Magneto you want to pose.
yeah. His head looks like way smaller with the helmet on, but it's probably just because the hair is
Le-
like, yeah,
less volume to the hair.
yeah, those locks. And here we got the box art, man. I feel like they kill it more on the box art. Whoever does the art for this, they kill it more than the company doing the figures.
It's I'm trying to think. I follow him on Instagram. I think it's Jerry Wilson Jr.
Jerry
Is the
Wilson.
name of
Oh
is the
no,
name of the artist.
I think he does like the product shots, but the artwork on the
Okay,
side I think is done by another
yeah,
guy that I follow as well. But I don't know
okay,
if he did this wave. But I think his name is
yeah,
David something. I'm not too sure though. But yeah, like I know the guy you're talking about. He does like the back of it with like the product
yeah,
is it
yeah.
shows like smoke yeah, he does that. Let's see. I didn't even know who this guy was.
You know
But
what? Okay, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, no, yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but I literally didn't even know who this guy was when I saw the picture on Instagram. But what shocked me was like, oh damn, a Hasbro figure with shading. I got shocked, man. I was like, is it gonna have shading? Hasbro's doing shading, dang. Like, but it's kind of like a plain figure, so I feel like they had to do it. If not, it
Yeah,
would be really plain.
yeah, and AOA's giving us those plain figures. We got that one with Morph. If you're into customizing, Morph is like a blank canvas. You can do whatever you
Mm-hmm.
want. Similar with this one, blank canvas. When I first saw the first image, I'm scrolling through Instagram. The first thought that popped into my head was one of the Morlocks. I don't know if you ever
Morlocks.
saw the animated series.
Yeah,
There was a
yeah.
Morlock that had that hairstyle, kind of
Mm-hmm.
kind of a Marvel's version of Bart Simpson. This guy looks like a little bit.
Yeah, this is Legion.
Yeah,
Like I said, I don't know much about this AOA, but he is a character in regular like X-Men comics as well. But it looks like a really plain figure. But like you could probably put him like in a little prison scene or something. He looks like a prisoner or like he's escaping something. It'll probably
yeah.
look pretty
No,
nice.
definitely for a character like Legion, he should have got a better figure. This one's way too basic, and
Hmm.
I'm more interested in a boot right now than I am this character.
And there's like no real accessories. You just get alternate
Nothing.
hands,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
effects, no like I don't know. It's really plain. But
yeah.
like I
That
said,
that
it has shading. So hey, Hasbro, if you're actually gonna do shading, I'm proud of you. So yeah, here we go. We got some extra pictures of Legion. Like I said, oh, and there's no shading on the back. It looks like so. Just the front is getting some shading. The back is still pretty plain.
that that might just be like the way the Kardashians edit their figure.
Yeah, here we get a closer look at the head sculpt. He's kind of doing like a rock raise the eyebrow thing.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean he's a telepath, so I mean definitely that was a good touch, but
mhm.
it's just like I said, they missed with this one. There was so much more potential with the character of Legion, and they kind of just mailed it in.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even know what body this is. It looks like the lower half is reused from something, but I don't know for sure. And the only thing that might be new is the top torso.
Yeah, but I've never seen those pants before on a male character.
Uh
The
huh.
arms possibly Bucky Cap.
Hmm.
Are we seeing pinless in the arms? I can't even tell.
You can't really tell from these pics, but who knows? I think these might not have pins. But
Hard.
there is something about this figure that Shartimus Prime is gonna like a lot. Way down in the bottom, man, we got patas ready for Shartimus Prime. He loves his patas, man.
He does love his patas. Not as much as he loves his nalgas, but he does love his patas.
I think he loves them more than Alga.
Man.
But yeah, here we can see the box art. You see, like the art always looks so much better than the figure.
Yeah.
Like, why
Yeah,
couldn't they do that
definitely.
face? That face would
Definitely.
have been killer on the figure. He looks crazy,
Definitely.
He looks psycho. I don't know. I would have
Yeah,
liked that a lot more.
I agree with you. That's a way better face sculpt than what we got.
Yeah. Next up, this one is probably the most disappointing to me in the wave because to me, this doesn't like. I guess it's accurate, but she ain't thick enough to be Rogue, man. I'm pretty sure she's
No,
thicker than
yeah.
that in the book
Yeah.
because yeah,
And
she's always a lot curvier in the comics.
this body mold drives me crazy. Okay, so it was mid 90s when this comic line aired originally, right? So the
Hmm.
style of clothes was different, but it's
Yeah.
to an extent, man. I hate the ruffles. I hate the ruffles and the big arms that they gave us.
Hmm.
And yeah, that waistline is ridiculous. If we're going off the the Jim Lee Rogue, she
Yeah,
had cake. She had probably one of the best body molds on a Marvel Legends figure, but
yeah,
this is not it. This is not it.
yeah. I'm trying to look for stuff in like comic pictures, but I guess in the comics she did kind of look thinner. Like she didn't look as Jim Lee curvy.
Yeah.
But I'm not too sure. So, but yeah, to
I like
me,
the I like this new head sculpt.
uh huh.
It's more cartoon or comic based. I wouldn't put this and try to be like, well, yeah, this can also go on the Jim Lee Rogue. It's that they don't line up well. But I do
Yeah.
like the hairstyle. I like what they did with it. It's just
Hmm.
the rest of the body is a little iffy for me.
Yeah, she looks weird, but it probably is comic accurate. And like you said, the body mold. I mean, it's not going to be probably too articulate or too crazy. It's like it looks like the usual stuff. The only thing that's new is probably the shoulders because they had to give her those big shoulders, and the boots are new too.
Yeah, if you want to flip around to the back shot, let's talk about that really quick.
Okay, let's go. Yeah.
That sculpted butt, I'm not feeling. It,
It's
it's
too small for you.
no, it's chiseled is what it is, right? It
Yeah.
doesn't look real. It doesn't look like that belongs on a human, male or female. Whenever
Her
you've
hands
got like,
look huge.
yeah,
They
yeah,
look like really long.
with the typical, your powers of
Yeah.
mine, your memories of
Yeah.
mine. Kind of they kind of messed up and didn't give us an ungloved hand though.
Yeah,
That's
they didn't do that. And here we go with the artwork. Well, this artwork looks a little more cartoony.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, the no smile or nothing on the figure, just a plain dead look into your soul. And then the artwork, she has a little smirk going on. She's like holding her glove, putting on her glove or something.
Yeah.
Um,
Sad thing is with that female body mold, without the double jointed elbows, you're never gonna get her to make that pose that
yeah,
you
you
got her
probably
in there.
you can't even do that pose on the box. That's a nice
Yeah.
the good thing you noticed that, but yeah, you're probably not gonna be able to do that pose. I used to say that in my reviews, like I can't even do the pose on the box,
Yeah.
like false advertising. But the next figure here is I don't even remember is her name Shadow
Ki-
Cat or something?
Yeah, Kitty Pride in the comic line, bro. I'm feeling this one. I don't know if I'm feeling those claw things more than I'm feeling
Uh
the
huh.
figure, but I like the figure. I like the bob cut. I even like the
Uh
choker.
huh.
We all know what they say about girls with chokers.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I remember your stream. you you dig it when they have the chokers.
I do dig the chokers, but
Yeah.
I'm really feeling the claws, the accessories, and then the body mold, the torso
Hmm.
for the build a figure is fire. I love everything about this one.
Yeah, I don't really care about this character, but yeah, it does look a lot nicer, way better proportion. It looks like they're reusing the body mold for Lady Deathstrike. I think those are her legs and maybe the torso. I'm not sure because I don't have the figure yet. But
I, I've seen that torso before. It's the same torso they use with Jean Grey. The Jean Grey
oh
had those shoulder pads
the one from the first wave of Age of
from the
Apocalypse.
first AOA. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, you're probably right about that. And I don't know why she has claws. It's not a
You
Wolverine
know,
thing, isn't it?
yeah. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go back and do my homework on the line now. But
Yeah, and I like how her face is actually doing something. It's not just fucking looking into your soul, man. It's
yeah,
she's grunting or something. She's pissed off.
yeah, and it looks good for a comic based figure. It's cartoony, but that's what you're going for in the comic based figures.
And the big old piece for Colossus, that's probably the biggest piece, the torso and like the thigh area.
Yeah, well,
Um,
you remember how they gave us the pieces for Sugar Man for the face with Jean
yeah,
Grey.
Jean was in the box like she had to
Yeah,
stand back
'cause-
from that giant head.
yeah.
Yeah, let's see. You like the
This
booty on this one?
let's see. Let's talk booty on this one. Yeah, I mean it's your standard female body. I like
Mhm.
the body positivity that they're doing. Go just above the rib cage, right? where you
Mm-hmm.
see on the backside. On the backside, you
Oh,
see that little the little extra little bit of flesh of meat. You know,
yeah, they
real women,
painted that on there, huh?
real women have curves, guys. Not
Yeah.
everyone can be a stick. So I like that they added the little, the little, almost a high muffin top, if you will. I
Yeah.
I like the attention to detail that the Hasbro team is putting into making lifelike figures nowadays.
She kind of has like that Karen haircut, like
Yeah,
that short.
yeah, she definitely wants to see her manager.
Yeah, with that face, man, she wants to see the manager. And then, oh wow, dang, the artwork looks way different than the figure on this one.
Oh yeah, yeah, she
Yeah,
looks
it looks way different.
like a vixen of some sort.
Yeah, the hairstyles. That's the first thing I noticed. The hairstyles way different.
And
Um,
she's rocking the claws too.
yeah, and
That's
she
cool.
at least they included the claws, but
Yeah,
yeah, it looks a little different. More like the art looks like she's more like skinny. You can see like her collarbones and all that. But I don't know. This is probably one of the coolest looking figures in this wave.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah, Marvel Shadowcat. There you go. Yeah. All right, here we go. And here's this big behemoth Sabretooth. Everyone thought he was gonna be the Builder figure, and I'm glad he's not because I kind of like the Colossus better.
Yeah,
Um, but I feel like we need a like an animated style Sabretooth. That's the one I want because they always mess Sabretooth up. But if you're a fan of AOA, this is probably the best you're ever gonna get. So you're
definitely.
probably excited. He's really hairy too.
At a at a little bit of a higher price point, maybe we could have got these in a 2-pack, Colossus Sabretooth, and gotten a more like a bigger
Yeah,
bodied
maybe.
Sabretooth.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, put it in a 2-pack as, 50, 60, 70. I don't know. At that point, Hasbro, name your price and we'll pay it.
Yeah, because I got a feeling they're gonna have to reuse this or something like you said and do it in a 2-pack or something. Because it's probably gonna be a hot figure. And what I like is he comes with 2 face sculpts. And both of them are pretty expressive. Even the one that he's smirking, but you can see his tooth sticking out.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
it's a pretty dope smirk. It's a pretty
yeah,
dope smirk.
it's this is a more well-rounded release. It has 2 head sculpts and you get extra hands. But like we saw in some of the other figures, like a Legion, you don't literally get anything, just freaking 2 hands, and that's it.
Yeah.
So that's a good throw in right there, Hasbro. Looks like no shading or anything, so it's gonna be pretty plain. Um, I don't know if they're reusing the Hyperion mold or they have to be reusing. Oh, this is probably the Omega red freaking body mold. That's what I think.
Uh-huh.
The
Uh,
bigger one.
I want to say it was on the Hyperion body mold too. I don't know. To be honest with you, I know the last release of Sabretooth was on the Hyperion body mold. This one
Yeah, it
looks
was.
a little different.
Yeah,
Looks
I
a
think this
little
is the
different.
Omega body mold. The one they also
Yeah.
use for what's his name? And I forgot his name.
One one
And
one one thing they missed on this one.
mm-hmm,
We got alternate hands, which I like, but some
mm-hmm.
claw hands,
Yeah,
exposed claw hands would have been great.
yeah, and it's gonna be cool to pair him up with the Wild Child because the Wild Child was like a big peg warmer, which you can find at Ross, by the way. And but he does come with a chain, so I guess that's why they gave him those open hands so you can hold them with the chain, and they're
Yeah.
probably gonna look pretty good together.
Yeah, no, definitely team them up. And I don't know the comic line too well. Is there multiple wild children, or it's just the one?
Beats me, man. I don't know.
Because that would look pretty sick if you can find them at Ross. Peg warming at $6,
Yeah.
$7. Pick up 2 or 3, and then now you got a whole gang. You got like you're walking your wild children.
Yeah, that's a good idea, man. And he has 2 hands with grip, so you could pull it off.
Yeah.
And here we go with the head sculpt that I was saying. It looks really good. The tooth is sticking out. We gotta wait to see the final paint apps and everything.
I like
But
that. I like the stubble under the chin. Just
yeah,
ever so slightly, ever so slightly. I like
uh-huh.
I like the good paint into the arms. Doesn't look like it's molded. It looks like it's just painted on.
Yeah, yeah. I think it kind of looks molded, but like I said, these are digital renders, so we gotta wait to see the final product. Sometimes Hasbro doesn't even paint the hair on the arms, like on a Wolverine
Yeah,
that came out. They didn't even paint the freaking hairs. It wasn't in their budget, but I'm pretty sure they'll do it for this one. If not, it's gonna look really weird without the painted hair.
yeah, definitely.
And here's the other head sculpt, which is he means business on this one. He
Hmm.
looks really pissed. It would be cool getting some shots with this one and your Wolverine figure that came out for this wave.
Yeah,
They're mortal enemies.
which was also peg warming hard, by the way.
Yeah, he was, and then all of a sudden he disappeared. So he probably got
Yeah,
sent to one of those discount stores.
yeah, super rare for a Wolverine, but yeah, Wolverine was peg warming.
Yeah, and here we go again with the artwork. Has more of a yelling head. We don't get one of those. Um, the claws, if you could see the claws too. You see that hand? That's something you were talking about earlier. And let's see if they get the. It doesn't look like he has claws at all in
No,
these
no, no,
hands.
no claws, just gloved hands. So yeah,
Yeah, it's just gloved hands. So like, is this
they
even
really,
saber tooth?
yeah, they really did miss the mark on that one.
Yeah,
I'm sure if you wanted it bad enough, you can use some of Carnage's hands or Venom's hands with
Venom.
with
Yeah,
claw hands,
hmm
and paint them up if you wanted it bad enough.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, the figure looks good, but the artwork looks better. Again, it always happens with Hasbro. And here we got to look at the whole wave. So, which figure are you most excited for from this, from all these right here on the picture? Because these are all the
Uh,
new announced stuff.
the one that I mean I've got them, but just for completion's sake, that 2099, and then for sure,
2099.
yeah, the 2099 is a
Okay.
must for me. Out of this wave, because yeah, obviously you want the Colossus. Out of
Mm-hmm.
this wave, the ones that I really like: Magneto, Kitty Pryde, or Shadowcat, Sabretooth, and Iceman. I'm really feeling those four.
Okay, that's good. You mostly like the whole wave, so that's pretty good. Yeah, like you said, everybody's gonna want the Build a Figure because it's freaking awesome, man. So I guess we should leave that one out. But I mean, probably the best one for me would be Sabretooth. The only thing they
Yeah,
missed out on was the claws. And I do like how the way the Cyclops looks like, but I get underwhelmed because it's Bucky Cap.
yeah,
So I'm like, when it comes out, it's not even gonna look like that. But yeah,
and
it's
and
pretty
and
solid.
yeah, and if last year's AOA wave was any indication, some of these are going to peg warm.
Oh
Some
yeah.
some some of these will peg warm like that Legion. I'm already saying that's going to be the peg warmer of the wave.
I always surprised
Followed by a
that
close rogue. Followed by a close rogue.
Rogue. I don't know. Rogue is like a fan favorite. I don't think she'll peg worm.
Yeah.
I think Cyclops is gonna. It also depends who's two per case. I think Cyclops is probably gonna peg worm, and Legion. Yeah, Legion, Cyclops.
I
Depends who's
can't.
who's two per wave.
I can't see that Magneto peg warming very, very long.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He might be the number two for me. One would be Sabretooth, two Magneto, three Iceman, and no, three would be Shadowcat and Iceman four, just because I've got the Juggernaut
Yeah,
Iceman.
yep, that's the one I have too. I'm not excited really for Iceman, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see because every time the figures hit retail, it kind of throws you off like who peg worms. Like what's one of the most recent waves that came out?
Peter B. Pegwarman. Peter
Yeah,
B. Pegwarman.
like the first Age of Apocalypse wave, I thought Wolverine was gonna be hot, but he was a peg warmer, but that's
He
because
was a
he was two per
Pegwarm.
case.
Okay.
So we gotta wait and see who's gonna be this two per case. I think it might be Cyclops.
It might be Magneto. Magneto is he's not he doesn't have a figure in the for the bill of figures.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Let's see. Let's go back. He doesn't have a Build-A-Figure piece. You're right. He doesn't have no Build-A-Figure piece. So yeah, he might be the peg warmer.
I don't know.
No, my bad. Not the peg warmer. My bad. The two per case.
Yeah, I was gonna say you never see Magneto sitting for too long.
Yeah.
Maybe this last wave with the Sentinel build a figure.
Yeah, the Sentinel. Yeah, from that wave, almost all of it was peg warming, but I've noticed it's mostly all gone now.
Yeah, now
Um,
now it's crazy that 3 months down the line, what was sitting forever, you can't find it anymore.
yeah, the peg warmer from that wave was the Professor. That's the one I would see a lot.
Garbage. That thing was garbage. They didn't stick it to us that bad with this one, but they gave us his son, which is a slightly better figure than that Professor X, and that
Yeah,
sucks because you hardly ever get a Professor X. So for them
yep.
to crap it out that way was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was a pretty plain figure, but I mean, what do you expect from Hasbro, man? I can't wait to see finished results or finished product of what these are gonna look like. That's what I'm waiting for, because then you'll know who's gonna pay one for sure.
Yeah,
Because in the pretty renders, they all look pretty decent. But once you get the final look, we'll probably know a lot better. And the final reveal, besides those stuff we already talked about, is Tigra, and this is the old
Tigra.
figure of her, which is super old. Like I'm pretty sure this was even expensive.
Yeah, the dark days of Hasbro. This might have been Toy Biz.
Yeah, and this is and Hasbro. I mean, it took them a lot of years to get out of making crappy figures, but like a lot of people don't like to say anything about when their figures were this bad. But yeah, when McFarlane releases something, they shit on him right away, even though it's his first year doing this kind of line, and it's like he's been doing it for years. Like so has Hasbro, and they took forever to make their stuff good. But yeah, here we go. We got a new one, and this is just a render as well. But this is going to be the new female buck that they're using, and it looks like it has pins right here, but I think they said it's not going to have the pins in the final product.
Yep, and double jointed elbows, which we just talked about. We might be able to get a good touching your knee, touching your chin pose.
Yeah, yeah. It looks better articulated, but not by much. Like, cause the upper torso, like kind of like where her boobs are, that's where the cut is, like the underside of her boobs. So the ab crunch is probably still gonna be pretty lackluster. But yeah, you're gonna get double joints in the elbows and stuff. But I mean, when your torso can't really move or you don't have waist articulation, it's probably not gonna help you out that much.
Hopefully we get alternate versions of it, like an A1 or a B1, because it's gonna get old really quick using the same body mold on every single female character you put out.
Hey, and they're gonna do it, man. They're gonna do it for sure. So you already know they're gonna reuse this body mold for years to come, like a long time.
And to me, it looks a little bit on the long side, almost like the She-Hulk played
Yeah,
a big role in molding this one.
yeah. The She-Hulk has double jointed elbows too, right?
It does, yeah.
Yeah. So they probably just made slight modifications to that same body. But yeah, hopefully they give us a curvier kind of body. But I mean, this one looks okay. As long as they keep improving it, that's all I care about. Something new, new body, you know. I wonder if the tail is also going to have articulation or if it's just like a bendy kind of wire.
Bendy wire. The days of bendy wire are gone, man. They're not gonna give us bendy wire anymore.
It might just like rotate or like move up and down, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Soft pliable rubber.
Yeah, and I think they were teasing more stuff for the Excalibur characters or team.
Looks like Dolly Parton to me.
They're showing the hair.
In their own line.
Yeah, I love when Dwight shows stuff too, because it's like he's just like literally like in his bedroom, like you can see the curtains right there.
He's a very awkward human.
Yeah,
he's a very awkward human who in society wouldn't function very well, but you know, here we are hanging off his every word.
Yeah, this looks like reuse from the Magic figure, the little dragon or whatever.
Yeah, and then possibly something with Black Knight as well with the sword.
Yeah,
I might have seen it, but who knows?
Yeah. So they keep teasing us with this, but I think everyone knows it's going to be an Excalibur box set.
That's everyone. The first time they teased it, when they showed just the sword, everyone figured it out. You guys aren't that smart.
Yeah, it's like, do you have to keep teasing us? We know you already have the figures ready. At least show us the face.
You know what though? To their credit, man, it must really suck when an hour before you're about to do a world premiere, one of your interns leaks a photo, and you know it just sent everything to shit. You're gonna surprise the world with it, and someone leaked a photo, and now you're just stuck. Now you're old news.
Yeah, that's true. Like it happens almost all the time. I'm surprised it didn't happen this time with this new wave.
Everyone was thinking it was Friday. They were like, no, Thursday. Fan first Thursday.
Yeah, you're right about that, because they always leak stuff at least the day before. But this time they kept it under wraps pretty well, because we didn't see none of these figures leak. The only one that we knew about was Sabretooth, but we didn't know who was a Build-A-Figure or what other characters they were gonna do. It was rumored, but we didn't see any leaks. So Hasbro had it on lockdown this time, man. They had it.
Hats off to you.
Dwight kept the key in his house this time.
Yeah,
he's like nobody can come in here. Because yeah, I get underwhelmed too, because like when they announce a stream, you get excited like, oh, we're gonna see new stuff, and then literally the night before you go to bed, everything's already leaked, and you're like,
yeah, definitely.
Wow, now when the stream comes on, there's nothing new. You already saw it all.
or the blurry pictures, which are awesome, by the way, guys. Keep that up. Keep up those
Yeah.
blurry renderings.
Yeah, whoever keeps leaking this stuff, hit me up on Instagram. I Toy Hunter, hit me up, man. we wanna. I doubt I'll get any leaked information, but that'll be so cool if I could break one of these figures one day and be like, oh,
Definitely.
look, yeah, because Hasbro will probably never let me. I'm not in the Hasbro circle, you know. They'll never give me any cheddar. It was dope breaking the news with you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm excited because now we got this out the way, so now we can get more new stuff. They're gonna start talking about new leaks, new stuff coming out. But I think next month they said is gonna be a big month for GI Joe. So the collecting world's about to lose their mind next month because JC from TNI News, he always talks about how he was talking about how in June they're really focusing on marketing for GI Joe. So we'll see if that's true, but he usually knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, no, JC's pretty good when it comes to the intel.
Yeah, he has an ear in there, man. He has connections, man, sponsored and everything.
Well, he doesn't blow his connections like Rectangular by by blowing up, bro. Just keep it on the low. Keep that data coming to me.
It's funny how he says it too, because he's like, oh, I got a report that I got a news report.
this just in.
Yeah.
This just in.
Whoa. Oh, they're leaking the Excalibur set. Because he always says it in his video to act cool. He's like, yeah, if you've been paying attention to the hints I've been giving you, you would have figured it out. but yeah, he has a connect on the inside too. So Hasbro, hey, Dwight, you need to find him.
Yep. Find your mole. Mole.
They're gonna start questioning them in the chair. Like they're gonna bring the figure right in front of him. Did you show this to anybody?
get the spotlight in his face.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you jumping on with me, Wolfgang, on such short notice. But breaking news needs to break quick because everyone already got the video up. So we need to hurry up and put this up.
September, these figures will be up, guys. September, October, you can definitely find them in your Targets and Walmarts.
That's right. And we'll see you guys on the next video. You got to do the deuces when you're with the Wolfpack.
Right. Deuces.